Hello and welcome to the Wright Know Your Money podcast. I'm Ashley Smith.
And I'm Tom Richards.
On the Know Your Money podcast, we talk about everything finance, from financial planning tips to how what's going on in the world around you affects the money in your wallet and, most importantly, your financial future.
If this podcast helped you, please like and subscribe so that we can help as many people as possible moving forwards. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing what is putting you off from investing. Investing is a smart and effective way to maximise your income and ensure that your money is working hard for you. However, despite its potential benefits, many individuals remain hesitant to start investing. A recent study by Lloyds Bank identified several reasons for this. Reluctance, with fear and lack of understanding topping the list. Ashley, can you explain why some choose not to invest their money?
Of course, Tom, no problem. So, the first reason that came out of this survey is the fear of losing money. So nearly half of those surveyed who didn't have investments already cited that their unwillingness to risk losing money was a significant deterrent for them. This is a fear that's quite common before you get to understand how investment works and before making your first investments, and it often stems from a lack of understanding or a lack of knowledge. Now, the second reason, which actually goes back into that lack of understanding, lack of knowledge, is actually the complex financial jargon that you often get alongside a lot of these financial products. So we do appreciate here at Wright that the financial terminology that is around investments can be quite daunting, and 38% of those respondents to that Lloyds survey admitted that they felt baffled by some of the complex terms. Some of the terms that were given as examples: asset class, growth fund, gilt, risk appetite. Many of those sorts of terms left those respondents quite confused. Even widely used terms that aren't specific to financial management, things such as inflation, were not understood by 29%, so roughly a third of the participants. And actually 6% said they'd never even heard of inflation, which for me is quite worrying. What this survey highlights for us at Wright is that there's a significant gap in sort of financial literacy, financial understanding. And that's not just in terms of financial advice and financial products, but also with the media and politics as well. The solution from our point of view is financial education and support. Addressing the fear of investing and the confusion around all of the financial jargon does require individuals having knowledge, and the only way to get that knowledge is through education. For us, education is the key, and that's partly why we do these podcasts and the blogs and everything else that we do to help our clients and the wider population understand finances a little bit better. With regards to financial education, more than half of those in that Lloyds survey expressed a willingness to learn the basics of investing, as long as they had the right support to do that. Simplified instructions and explanations can make things so much less intimidating, certainly for beginners. And part of our process here at Wright is exactly that, the financial education. Not only do we advise, but we also like to educate our clients so they can understand what we're doing, why we're doing it, and can also sort of read for themselves around the investment markets as well. Secondly, expert guidance. So a professional financial advisor like ourselves at Wright can play that crucial role in bridging that knowledge gap. So yes, we want to educate our clients, but there will still be areas where actually they're not quite that knowledgeable or not quite as strong with their knowledge, and that's where us at Wright or any good financial advisor comes in. We can assess financial situations, we can understand goals, we can recommend suitable investment options and suitable products, and hopefully demystify some of that complex terminology, answering questions in plain, simple English, not all that jargon that so many people were confused by. Investing doesn't have to be a daunting prospect. With the right resources and support, the right advice, the right people around you, you can overcome any fear you've got of losing money, the confusion of financial jargon, or any concerns or issues that you may have. Financial advisor, such as myself or anyone here at Wright, can help empower you as the client to make your own informed decisions and guide you along the way to make the most out of your money and your assets.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Ash, for explaining that. I think our listeners will definitely now understand why they need to invest and why they haven't until finding our podcast. I'm sure many of them will now be thinking, how can I start investing, and how can Ashley or any of our other advisors at Howard Wright help them in starting putting money away?
Of course, so the best way, as always, is to contact myself or the advisors here at Howard Wright via the website at www.howardwright.co.uk. You can fill in our inquiry form and that comes straight through to myself and the other advisors. Alternatively, if you prefer to call, you can do on 0345 688 4939 and we'll be able to advise you on the best way to start investing. Thank you very much for listening to the Howard Wright Know Your Money podcast. I've been Ashley Smith.
And I've been Tom Richards.
If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe or share on your socials. And if you're listening to us on Apple Music or Spotify, please drop us a follow or leave us a review.
It really helps other people find the podcast, enabling them to know their money better and build stronger financial futures. Please also check out the Howard Wright Linktree for loads more tips, tricks, articles, videos and podcasts just like this one. And most importantly, stay tuned for future episodes.
This recording contains information from sources believed to be reliable, but no guarantee, warranty or representation express or implied is given to its accuracy. Howard Wright does not undertake any obligation to update or revise any future statements. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future results. Investments can go down as well as up, and actual results could differ materially from those anticipated. This recording is for the information purposes only and has no regard to the specific investment objectives or financial situation of any individual. The information contained in this recording is not intended to constitute and should not be construed as investment or financial advice. Appropriate personalised advice should always be taken before entering into any transactions. No responsibility can be accepted for any loss arising from action taken or refrain from being taken based on this publication. Howard Wright is authorised and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority.